Virgo. Welcome to Yellow Cardinal Tarot with me. I'm Carol, and this is your April 2024 reading. So Virgo, I don't know if you're aware, but we are in some major eclipse energy that's going on. We had a lunar eclipse at the end of March, and now we're working towards, and the energy is just building towards this big total solar eclipse supermoon in Aries on April 8th. And I don't often refer to sort of what's going on in the heavens or the skies, but there's just been a lot about this particular eclipse that's going on. And I think myself, I have been feeling a lot of the energy, fatigue, emotions, crazy, working through a lot of stuff. And so I really, became interested in, what effect does eclipses have on us, and what's the purpose of them really? What are they, why do we need to pay attention to them? And so I found out that eclipses in general, lunar or solar, are about endings, those things you need to shed, things that need to go from your life. Because there's new things, new beginnings for you, and the universe wants to give you something new, right? Opening up some new doors for you. And in particular, the solar eclipse is the biggest one of the year that's coming up on April 8th. And it is, it has endings, of course. There are things that we need to let go and shed, maybe, people that need to leave our lives. But what the real focus here is on the new beginnings, because solar eclipses are near the North Node, and that's our future. That's where we're meant to go, our purpose, our direction. And so when we have this new beginning, it really is going to take us into, the rest of the year. The energy from the eclipse, any eclipse can last up to 6 months, and their astrologers are saying that this one in particular can last until the end of the year. It's that big. And so because it's that big, I thought, well, I need to, in April, make a reading around eclipses. So this is the reading I want to do. I want to look at, first of all, I want you to examine, what area of your life, we're going to ask Tarot, what area of your life you need to look at right now during this eclipse season. There's something that you need to look at, because I think that's where some changes need to take place. Then we're going to look at what needs to be released or end, what you need to shed, let go of during this eclipse season. And it's something that's just not for no longer for, who you really are, honestly, it's not good for your higher good. It's not going to help you bring in what you need, because it's like you're kind of holding on to something that needs to go. And that's the hard part of the eclipse season. And then there's some healing. So usually before we can let go of anything, there's some healing that's kind of attached to that. And that's where we're going to look at your shadow. So we're going to do a little bit of shadow work in part 3. If you're not familiar with shadow or shadow work, I will leave a link in the description box below. And I did that video, and that'll really help you with how to do shadow work, how to get in touch with, a lot of your emotions, and how to journal, how to ground yourself, just to get back into your body and really heal what needs to heal, so that you can let go of what needs to be let go of. And then finally is this new beginning that's coming your way, What is being born in you? Why does the universe want you to let go of something so that it can bring you something else? And we want to see what this new beginning is for you. That's the exciting part. So I'm going to be using the Mystical Universe deck. It is a deck that I bought online. It's an indie deck, so you might not see it as much. It's cool. I like the designs. Then I'm going to clarify that with the Rider-Waite. I will pull a oracle card from the Moonology deck here. And what I want to look at, first of all, in December, the end of December, I did a reading, your yearly reading. And so your Virgo, your card that I pulled for you in April of this year was your overriding energy for this reading will be the Fool card. The Fool card. Cool. I love that card for you. The Fool. You know, the Fool doesn't come up much in my readings, but when it does come up, it's a card. It's kind of like the Tower card. It's like, don't ignore that card, because the Fool is really, it comes up when you're needing to take that jump. It's like you need to take it or someone's going to push you off that cliff. You need to trust that this is the time for you to take the next step that you know you need to take in your life. And the Fool is saying, Fool is here to ask you to have the innocence of the Fool, the innocence, it's just having the trust in the universe, God, creator, source, that it's going to be okay. It's going to work out okay. And it's time to take that next step. And that's the overriding energy for you. So let's begin. Let's start beginning. We're going to ask now for one card from the universe that is going to show me the area that we need to look at for you. The Eight of Pentacles comes up for you. The Eight of Pentacles for the area that we need to look at. Now I want to know what needs to be released during this cycle, this eclipse cycle. What needs to be released, shed, let go of. So that's something you can come in. One card, please. Ooh, the Devil card. What needs to be released? Interesting card. Always interesting when the Devil comes up. Third, what needs to heal? What's coming up from your shadow? What do you need to heal from your childhood, adolescence? Oh, that one was coming out with a vengeance here. The King of Wands. And finally, number 4. What's the new beginning? What's being born in you? You know, that's why the universe wants you to shed here. What's being born? One card, please. Oh, that one fell out gently. The Two of Wands in reverse is being born. The Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands. Okay, let's take the mini tarot here. Rider Waite. I want 2 clarifiers for the Eight of Pentacles. Judgment. And one more, please. And we got 2 more, so we hope it's just 2. Yeah. The Nine of Swords. And the Seven of Wands. Interesting combination of cards there. All right. The Devil. 2 clarifiers, please. Two clarifiers for the Devil. 4 Cups. And one more, please. Oh, Fool in reverse. Interesting. Twice. That's incredible. Okay. King of Wands. 2 cards, please. That one flipped. Okay, that came firing out. Ace of Pentacles. One more card for the King of Wands. Three Cups. The Two of Wands. The Four of Swords. One more. Ooh, 2 more. 2 of Cups. Nine of Swords. Sorry, Nine of Wands. Caught myself there. Nine of Wands. Okay. And then an oracle deck at the end. So let's begin there. This big jump. Big jump. So we're going to start off with what area of your life are you being asked to examine right now? So let's take this group of cards here. 8 of Pentacles to start off with. Well, you know, there's a pocket watch here. You know, time. What area are you spending? What are you spending a lot of time on right now? What are you giving too much of your time to? Because the 8, and it's something to look at, because the 8 of Pentacles talks about, Pentacles is about our job, our workspace, right? And what we give a lot of energy to. Something that we give a lot of, most of our energy to. And we don't mind doing it when we like doing it, when we're passionate about something. Sometimes we have to be careful, because sometimes it can turn into sort of an addiction or like a workaholic kind of thing. But this card is kind of saying, like, what are you dedicating a lot of your time to right now? And is it your passion? Do you love doing it? Is it something you think that you were meant to do? And I think that's the area that you're asked to look at right now. Now, what are the clarifications for that? Like, let's see if we can get some more clarity on that. The Judgment card comes out here first, and the Judgment card is all about these people that are being called by this angel. They're coming out of their coffins. It looks so bizarre, right? But they're being called, and they're following their calling. They're hearing that they're being called to do something else. So I'm wondering here, Virgo, if you are committing your time to something that you've been spending a lot of your time on, or maybe you have in the past. You know, maybe you've done this job forever, brings you in the money, or it's just, you know, you got this job at a certain age when you're younger, whatever, and that's what you've always done. But are you hearing the call? Are you hearing that little nudge inside of you, your intuitive nudge that's saying, there's something else here that you need to be doing? And maybe you are hearing it, because you're quite up in your head about it. You're spinning about it. You're like, I can't do this. Okay, so these little all these swords here. Swords are mental energy. There are mental belief systems that people told us, you know, growing up. You know, let's go through them here. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. You're too stupid to do that. Why would you want to do that? That's not going to bring you money. Creativity, you can't go and become a musician. Like all these things when you're younger, you know, and this is what you're hearing in your head. They're all your belief systems. There's this call here for you to do something else. Maybe you know what it is. You want to do it. Maybe you've always wanted to do it. You're discovering something about yourself. Or something you know. But all these belief systems here, this is your ego. Your ego self is going, nope, we aren't going there. You're not going there. You know, things like you're too old. You can't do that now. It's too late. Well, you got no money to do that. Why do you want to spend all your money on, like, all these different ideas here? But it's really keeping you up in your head. Really bothering you. This calling, this nudge. Seven of Wands is one of my favorite cards in the deck. Probably my favorite one. Reminds me of myself. When you go on this healing journey, when you go on this journey, when you want to follow your passion and do something different for yourself, put yourself first, it can feel really lonely here, right? At the top. Especially when you've got all these people below going, what are you doing that for? Why are you doing that? Like, what are you doing? Are you okay? Are you okay up there? Like, and this is what's happening here. And so you're fighting off all these people around you that are really discouraging you, jealous of you for maybe even thinking this up. You know, this nudge that is coming forward for you, and maybe you're thinking maybe you want to leave your job and do something else. But there is so much backlash here coming from other people that you're just, it is keeping you up at night. That's the area that you're looking at. And you can, it's a general reading, so you decide what it is you want to do right now. But yeah, it's a lot of backlash from other people and from yourself, your ego self. What do you need to release? What needs to end right now? What needs to end? Wow. You have the Devil. The Devil comes in when we need to start to look at, bring awareness to, what sort of things are we holding on to? What attachments are we holding on to that are not in our highest, not for our highest good? Usually, it talks about addictions, you know, things that you can spend a lot of time doing. It could be that you have a job that where you're, you know, you're addicted to it, where, you know, you spend a lot of time doing it. You could be a workaholic. Could be other addictions that you're being asked to let go. Something that you're spending a lot of time on. And I think, you know, I don't have to tell you, or anybody else has to tell you that you have an addiction. I think we all know what our addictions are. And we all know I probably need help with this. And I know it's an addiction, but you know what? Sometimes we just need addictions to numb maybe all those messages that you hear in your head. Numb the pain is what it is. It just keeps things kind of, you know, settles all our thoughts and our emotions about anything. But this thing is saying, well, there's something here in your life that needs to be released. And it's usually an addiction or addictions or something that's, you're taking up a lot of time. That's taking up a lot of your time. And too much of your time. And you need to start to look at it. And I'm not sure what card came first here, but I'm going to take the Four of Cups. So to clarify the Devil says, you know, here you are. These are emotions, all these cups here that you have. And here's this individual sitting with, he's crossing his arms and he's saying, you know what? These are all my 3 cups. I'm good with that. I don't want to feel anymore. No thanks. I don't want any. But the universe is saying, well, no, here's a gift. And I want you to go a little bit deeper now. I want you to start feeling. I want you to go deeper into your emotions. But you're like, no thanks, I'm good. But normally when the universe comes out and offers it to you, it's a gift. You usually take it. You know, it's on offer for you, but you're not really willing to, you're not even looking at it, right? You don't even see it. You're not willing to look at it. And that tells me that this Devil is an addiction that is numbing out these emotions here for you. And that's what addictions do. They keep us numbed out. And so because of that, this new, you know, we started off here with this Fool. And it was the next step that you needed to take, that jump that you're wanting to take here. You know, it's the jump that you're wanting to take that you're sitting in with that Judgment card that's calling you, and you know it. You know it. It's keeping you up at night and you're getting this backlash from people. You know what next step it is you need to take. But you're numbing out and you don't want to feel anymore. And because you don't want to feel, because you're numbing out, which we all do, but the universe wants you to look at that now and say, this needs to be released, this addiction that you have. because this next step that you know you need to take is in reverse here. It is a resistance. Here's this the Fool card coming out for the second time, but it's blocking it. And you know that it's kind of like you're stalling, and this is your way of stalling it because you don't want to make a decision. You don't want to do it. And we're going to look at again what's coming out in your shadow, but you don't want to do this. There's too many people that are telling you no. You're all up in your head about this with your belief systems that maybe you can't do it, you shouldn't do it, not allowed to do it, whatever that is. But you know you have to do it. I've been here before. But so you numb out. Like that just kind of keeps everything at bay, right? I don't know what it is. Maybe you need to leave a job. I'm not quite sure what the Eight of Pentacles is. If that is talking about workaholism, or if it's talking about wanting to do something that Eight of Pentacles normally is about, but because they have this watch here, I'm wondering, but Eight of Pentacles is normally about, in the Rider-Waite deck, it's about passionate about doing something you really want to do. But because there's this addiction going on, and because there's a stopwatch, that means maybe you're spending a lot of time on this. I don't know. It could be either or for you. So you decide. It's a general reading. So what's preventing you from taking this step? What's in your shadow? What's in your shadow? King of Wands comes up. Mr. King here. He's our ego. He's your ego self. All my kings are ego self. He's the one that, I think I'm finding out the answer here. He's the one, he's the King of Wands. Wands is all about our creativity. Wands is about taking our life in the direction we want to go into. Wands is about being authentic, doing what we want to do. Ego self is blocking it. So there is something in you, in your shadow from childhood, that I think you wanted to do. And you're feeling a nudge that you want to do it again. You want to go back to it. I did tell you that story about, I believe it was you I told about the, maybe, I can't remember if it was a reading. I've been doing too many. But he's blocking it. There is a belief system that you have here, I think, that says, you might have been told that this is a stupid idea for some reason. Maybe, because maybe, when you follow your dream, it might not bring you money. Might not bring you success. And I remember I was guilty of that raising my own kids, where I was telling my kids, this is not a job that's going to bring you money, because now it would be a heck of a lot different. Of course, if you can go back in time, but I would tell them to follow your heart. But there's a belief system here that you think that your ego self is telling you that if you do this job, and it may mean leaving another job here, and if you do that, there's a belief system that says it's not going to bring you the money that you're getting right now, or it's not going to bring you any money. So there's a real fear here to give up something maybe that you're doing to go to something else, and you're not sure if it's the right thing to do. And so you're totally caught up here because you have a belief system here. Your ego is telling you that creativity is not going to get you the money. Doing what you want to do and doing your passion is not going to get you money or go where, where you want to go. Ace of Pentacles here, that's all about, And you beginning to, here's an offer from the universe again that deals with pentacles. And I'm wondering here if this is all about, you know, this pentacle, I feel that it's related to, and the Three of Cups is like a celebration card, you know, like doing what you want to do, being very creative. This is what number 3 is, being very creative. This pentacle is all about, you know, the material world here. And so, yeah, there's this, I'm looking at this belief system that you have in your shadow that says, you will not make it in this lifetime. If you follow your passion, it won't bring you the money, the success, you know, the power. And that's your ego. And that is a belief system that you were raised with. And that's what you're battling. And that's why this is coming out right here. These are the people that, you know, it could be family members that are saying, no, no, you can't do this. What, are you crazy? But I think once you start bringing awareness to what the numbing that you're doing around this, because it's bringing you a lot of pain. Having to make this decision is painful as hell. Because you want someone to make it for you, and you want a guarantee that if you leave this job, if you follow your passion, you follow your heart, that it's going to be okay. But there are no guarantees. But the universe is asking you to jump and to trust. Wow, this is powerful. This is really powerful. But you got to release that addiction. You got to get some help, bring some awareness to your addiction, and just bring awareness to it that you are blocking. You are blocking some emotions that you need to get to. And once you start doing that, you're gonna get to some more awareness, you know. So what is this new beginning that's coming your way? I'm anxious to read this myself. Well, the Two of Wands here is in reverse. The Two of Wands, twos are always about a choice, right? This is in reverse. Let's look up upright. Two of Wands is, it's about creativity again. It's about getting this nudge to do something creative. Yeah. It's the start. It's the start. It's the blossoming of it, right? It's the start of you following your passion. But it's blocked right now, right? It's blocked. There's a resistance to it. We know that. But this is, you know, it's a process here. So this right here is the beginning of opening that door here. The Four of Swords wants you to take some time out, carve some time out for yourself. You're going to take some time out for yourself. You're going to heal. You're going to start to build a relationship. It's a beginning card here, number 2. You're going to start to build this relationship with yourself. Once you get rid of, you release the devil here that's on your back. Once you release that, because that's what you have to release. And what's going to come in for you is that opening, that decision you have to make about your creative nudge that you really want to take, it's going to start, the answer is going to start to come to you. You're going to carve some time out for yourself here. And you're going to, you know, you need to rest. You really need some time here to rest, because especially rest from this mental energy that's been going on. You're going to get back to you. Start to get in touch more with you and form this relationship with yourself. You know, you've been when we have these attachments, we really are detached from ourselves. And wow, look at you. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to be able to create these boundaries around you. You're going to be able to get stronger. You're going to be able to fight off these people, these belief systems that are saying, no, you can't do this. No, you're not allowed to. And you're going to take all those wands, and you're one wand away from the 10 of Wands, right? That says, you know, I'm going for it. I'm freaking going for this. You are almost there, but you have to get stronger within yourself and just start a really beautiful relationship with getting to know who you are. And this is what's going to happen once you start dealing with your addictions. What the thing that you're using to really numb yourself out so you don't have to make this decision that you know you need to make. The jump that you want to make, but you know you can't. So I'm going to leave you with a video at the end on addictions to help you out with that. But before we do that, let's get an oracle card for you. That's been a very interesting reading for you, Virgo. One card, please, for you. One of these. I enjoyed that reading. It was like a puzzle for me trying to figure out. And now I would enjoy this oracle card if it wanted to come out. Okay, I'm going to split the decks next time if it doesn't come out. Okay. Wow. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Let's see what that's all about. 64. You know, the meditation part comes with, I think, taking time out, some rest there, that saying you need to do. Okay, the card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. This is your card, by the way, meditate and contemplate. It suggests there's a new start coming your way. Yeah, we know that. That's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds like a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac and the new moon in Pisces, and the card that suggests a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. I mean, absolutely. Your dreams can come true. And that's what I'm going to name this video, because I believe it after this reading. Take care, Virgo, and I will see you halfway through this month. Bye-bye.